Hey guys, Cody, St. Pete Running Company. We are really excited because the all-new Hoka Bondi 9 just came out literally today. It was released. So I wanted to do a quick video to show you the new highlights and compare it with the insanely popular Hoka Bondi 8. So this video is 9 versus 8. Been wearing both around the shop today, going through it, and I'm happy to share the differences. I'll tell you what, this time let's start from the bottom up. So on the 9, compared to the 8, the rubber is about the same, so you're not going to feel a difference in terms of grip. The flex grooves are positioned a little bit different, so the 9, the newer one, will bend a little bit easier as you go into propulsion. It's easier to bend in the forefoot. So a little bit more of a flexible, propulsive takeoff that you might experience on the 9. Also, some people said that 8 felt narrow to them, and what that actually was from 7 to 8, they sculpted the midfoot, or we call this the waist of the shoe, was a little more sculpted on the 8, and you'll be happy to see that they made this more open through the waist of the shoe. So it accommodates a bit of a broader foot, and also an accommodative device like your orthotic from the doctor or just over the counter. So should fit down in there. From the midsole, which is the foam here, they made this 2 millimeters thicker back and front compared to the 8. Both of them are on a 5 millimeter offset, so the same drop, no change there, but this will be 2 mils higher off the ground. And this is a kind of your old school EVA foam that's been around forever. And what they did is they used a SCF process, so a supercritical EVA foam. So they still have EVA, but it's compressed supercritically. Again, SCF is a process, not a type of foam. So they doctored up the old foam for a new take on it, and I think you're gonna like it. It's gonna feel a little more resilient under your foot, and I bet you, now this is 1 day old, I don't know this for sure, but I bet you it's gonna last a little bit longer than the old school EVA as well. The heel collar has been done a little bit different. You can see they retooled this, brought it up a little bit higher, so it's on trend with like what most premium running shoes are doing now with this, and your Achilles should fit nice inside that cute little ditch there versus the old one. They got rid of the pull tab, and that's an interesting decision because about half the people who buy Hoka Bondi aren't running. They just need something comfortable, and they might have trouble getting it on in the morning. So that's gone to make it more aesthetically pleasing with this. The upper is a little bit lighter, and so what you're gonna know is it's 55% of this is recycled material. So a little bit better of a carbon footprint if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. The eyelets are about the same. The lacing is centered, it's not offset. And I do want to tell you, for a men's size 10, this is about 1 ounce lighter than the old model. So the new ones are almost 1 ounce lighter. That's a significant decrease in weight. So hats off to Hoka for doing that. It's always interesting to see the surprise on people's face when they think it's going to be heavy and they pick it up and they're like, oh wow. Especially people who have never experienced a Hoka. They generally quite like that. Now, who's going to buy this shoe? As I've mentioned, about half the people who buy it aren't running at all. They need something comfortable as their daily, wear it all day, just a workhorse at work, walking through theme parks here in Florida, whatever it may be. And the Hoka Bondi is certainly that. Now, if you're going to be in a restaurant environment, they make a Bondi SR, which is slip resistant. So the outer sole is slip resistant in wet conditions and the upper is leather. You should explore that for working in a restaurant and things like that. So this is a nice update. I've been wearing them around the shop. I think you're gonna like it. I wanted to get that information out to you. So wherever you are in YouTube world watching this, my advice is, number one, go to your specialty running store, wherever that is, and make sure you get sized, because your feet may have changed size. And also the second thing is, make sure you try them on, walk around the store in them, or run on the treadmill and experience this shoe before you spend some money on it. Oh, and by the way, so in the US, this went up $5 compared to the old one. So $165 US, and this is now $170. Probably money well spent. So if you have any questions about it or comments, or if you just hate our reviews, leave it in the comments below. You could like and subscribe, but honestly, I don't really care. So if you don't want to, it doesn't matter to us anyway. But I'm glad you watched the video. If you made it this far, hats off to you, and thanks for watching. We'll see you later.